You can see that the city looks like a shape of a reindeer.
Across the river you have Sweden, and this region is called Tornedalen.
They pulled the baby through that, so it was like a protection for them from devil and sickness.
Our region, Tornedalen, with our own flag, our own language, our own cultures, but we are kind of forgotten.
Good morning, all my beautiful people out there. Hope you're doing well. Another day, another opportunity here in Finland, close to Rovaniemi. I'm just sitting here, staring out at all the birch trees, seeing some swans swimming around here, drinking my coffee, and I don't know, I'm speechless. This is such an incredible place. So plan is pack everything, and then we're gonna go into Rovaniemi just a little bit, and then yeah, I will talk about it on the motorcycle. Oh, I'm gonna miss this place so much. See you another time. Hi! Are you ready to go? Oh yes you are, I'm sure. All good. Rain clothes are ready in case it starts to rain, but it seems to be pretty good weather today, at least here. Let the adventure continue. What a place! It felt like I was sort of camping, but in a warm place. Beautiful place. The Arctic Circle. Actually tonight we stayed under the Arctic Circle a little bit, so I thought we can go and step on the circle here in Rovaniemi. Feel it a little bit, and it's just next to the Santa Claus village, so we just go there, enjoy, rest a little bit before we head out again. Polcirkeln, Arctic Circle, Napapiri. Funny fact about the Arctic Circle is that it's moving every year. So it drifts about 14 to 15 meters north or south. So if you build your house on the Arctic Circle on the line, it will just be temporary because it's moving all the time. If you're here, I thought, why not just take a little stroll through the village? Yeah, let's do it. And we have to visit this one as well. Very important, very Finnish, and it's created by the Finnish-Swedish author called Tove Jansson. This is one of my favorite characters. And these guys. This is Moomin. And this is, sorry, this is not Moomin, this is 𝐼𝐵𝐿. Then you have Moomin mother and Moomin father. Here you have Moomin. And this is Stinky. He looks a little bit evil. He's very naughty. Yeah, you should definitely be here during the winter time. That is Rovaniemi's branding, the Santa Claus village, that he's from here, Mr. Santa Claus. We're gonna go into Rovaniemi just a little bit and cruise through it, and we're gonna continue.
Right, this is the heart of Rovaniemi. It's a city which has 65,000 population, and one special thing is when you look at the map, you can see that the city looks like a shape of a reindeer, like from the above. We're gonna head towards the Swedish border and cross over to Sweden today, because the weather is not looking too good, to be honest. It's gonna be rainy, it's gonna be 95% rain the next coming week, so I said nah, another time. It's pretty cold as well, like 8 degrees. Right now it's 10, that's great, like, because we have the sun. So I said to myself that it's not going to be worth it. I'm not going to be able to film and, you know, do all that. So I just shortened the trip a little bit here in Finland and I come back another time. That's the idea. So for now we're going to go to 𝐬𝐻𝐵𝐿 in Sweden and we're going to have a nice day there and meet some people.
Näkyy alla torni. There. My Finnish isn't the best. Alright. I don't even know if you can see anything because it's very cloudy. We have some kind of tower here. It's a UNESCO. The arch, which stretches from the Black Sea to the Arctic Ocean, was measured from 1816 to 1855 and has been used to determine the size and shape of the Earth. The triangulation point below was created and measured in 1845. Straight. Okay. Wow. Okay. On the other side is 𝐬𝐻𝐵𝐿 and the river coming here is Torne River. And the Torne River is Europe's largest free-flowing rivers. There are no dams, no hydroelectric stations or anything. And well, you have the wild salmon traveling up this river. And as I say, the last wild salmon. So they can go freely from Haparanda up to �𝐵𝐿 if they want to. And as well, across the river you have Sweden, 𝐬𝐻𝐵𝐿. And this region is called Tornedalen. And in Tornedalen you have one of the minority language in Sweden called 𝐬𝐻𝐵𝐿. Alright, the time has come. We're gonna leave Finland. We're gonna go to Sweden. It's 10 minutes riding. We're gonna cross the river on the bridge and then we're there. So let's say goodbye to Finland. I'll see you the next time. So this is Torne River and it's the river that splits Finland and Sweden. It's the border. Alright, back to motherland Sweden, or in Swedish, Sverige. I'm gonna go to a lodge and stay there for 2 nights. I'm very excited. It was such a long time ago I was in 𝐬𝐻𝐵𝐿. It was when I was a teenager. I went here with my cousin. And what is that? Like 15, 17 years ago. I don't remember anything. Wow, that's a beautiful church to have. Very pretty. Wow! Here it is, 𝐿 Lodge. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, look at this. That's some old buildings there. Straight forward, we're gonna go here. I have the key. So. And even more cute. Oh, it's lovely. Ooh, look. Oh, so nice. And here we have a second room as well. Don't need that, I just need one bed. Oh, look, I have northern light. And a shower. Woohoo! Yay, 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 yay. This is very nice. �ย่𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞. Okay, let's unpack. So I'm gonna go and meet with Max, the owner of Norrsken Lodge, and we're gonna go with his car. It's raining outside, so we're gonna take the car. We're gonna go for some sightseeing up here, visit some few spots, and yeah, just enjoy the day. A little tour around here. I'm really happy to do that. So let's go. All right, here we go. How do you say it? 𝐟𝐸𝐺𝐿𝐴𝐾 Church.
And this part here doesn't belong to the church.
No, okay.
This was the weapon They had to store the weapons here. Like the knife and the gun.
Okay.
They had to leave it here and then you can enter the church. This church is mentioned in a letter to the emperor, 1492.
Okay.
Famous as the most north Catholic church in Scandinavia. Yes.
And this was rebuilt, you said, 6 years ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, as I said, it was 100 meters in this direction, directly at the water of the river.
Yeah.
In 1615 was the big 𝐼𝐻𝐵𝐿 and took the whole church away. And then 𝐼𝐻𝐵𝐿 is an older man here in town. He has the biggest private library.
Okay.
And then he read about the church and found some pictures, drawings, other letters and stuff. And then he made a book about it. And then they decided, together with the architect, which is also retired, to build it again. I think it was 2018 and 19.
Okay.
And they did exactly like it was before.
Yeah.
Everything, almost no machine. Actually, you can see here the wall, how they did the walls, you know. It's from hand.
So they carved?
Yes.
Yes. Carving, I can
Yes.
see like this.
Yes. And there is no screw, there is no nail, nothing. It's very, very special.
Incredible church. What a job. What did you call this place?
𝐾𝐿𝐴.
𝐾𝐿𝐴, and 𝐾𝐨𝐵𝐿 means a river.
It's fast water.
Fast water coming here, 𝐾𝐿𝐴.
Yes. Well, that's one of the most beautiful spots at the Torne River, I guess.
This one?
For me, yeah.
Not Kukkola.
𝐾𝐿𝐴 is also beautiful, but it's more crowded and this is more pure, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
I never stopped here. This is my first time as well.
So actually Torne River is 685 kilometers long. Spring is in Norway,
Yeah.
up in Norway. Then it goes over the edge border
Yeah.
to 𝐟𝐸𝐵𝐿,
Tornedalen.
Tornedalen, Krikkos, and it's down to 𝐼𝐻𝐵𝐿, and then to Muonio, and from Muonio until up around the Torne. It's
Yeah.
the border to Finland. So the border is 387 kilometers.
Right now we are at the Arctic Circle. This is, I think, the 3rd or 4th time on this trip on the Arctic Circle. Awesome.
Same circle.
Yeah. And you see up there, that's the flag. This is the flag for Tornedalen region. So the yellow stands for Sweden, the blue for Finland, and the white was in between. Yeah. Because they are mixed, Swedish, Finnish, and in between.
So these houses have not been here before.
No, these were placed somewhere else.
Yes, in 1960, where they had first ideas for tourism, they took it down, they brought it here, they built it up here again. There were offices, then they wrote leveranspapper
Okay.
and toll
Delivery
and
paper.
everything. You will see inside. Yes, this is a farm for about 10 cows.
All right.
Oh, this was a farm for 10 cows. That's bakerstuga.
Bakerstuga,
Yeah.
yeah, like a baking cottage, should we call
Yes.
it? Yeah, and then they lived in here.
And they lived in here. From
Ooh.
go here first.
Oh, look at this. So do we know this building, which year it could be?
No, I don't know.
No.
To be honest, maybe somebody else know, but it's very old, and that's the family owners. There were two families in Övertorneå, like wealthy.
Okay.
Yes, the family owners and the family Torneos. And we will see another room. The Torneos. And
But
they were
this-
farmers.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Henrik, and then the son Isaac, and his son Emil. And here, actually, in this corner, you see typical Tornedalen furniture.
This one.
Yes. So the clock, it's really beautiful. The big clocks with the painting,
Yes.
the snickery, and these boxes
Kista, how do you
Kista,
exactly?
Exact. They painted everybody had his own Kista.
Yeah.
They painted it. The year, this, for example, is from 1804. This cabinet is from 1826.
Oh, this is so nice.
Then we see some more of the Kista.
Oh, this is my favorite.
Yes.
Gungstol. What do you call it in English?
Stool. It's 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐽𝐿stuhl in German.
𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐽𝐿stuhl.
𝐬𝐿. What is that?
Orgel.
No.
Piano.
No. Doesn't work. Why?
Because you have to press this one.
Yes. You have to pump the air.
We have one of this one back home.
Yeah, really?
Yes.
Really funny.
What are they called then?
In German it's called harmonium.
Harmonium.
Yeah.
Orgel-ish.
I guess it's a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're really cool. You can take those out and...
Yeah. Here you have the apotheke.
The pharmacy.
This one.
Fiskolja, fish oil. Okay.
Yes, from the lever.
Yeah.
Oh, it must have been very healthy.
Very
but
much.
It's so odd.
Liver. Oh. Bensin. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, the Vaseline, very old, still existing. And the family Tornedalians, they were traders. They were the traders.
This is Tornedalen.
Yes.
Isak Tornedalen, he was a trader. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the old papers that don't see handwriting.
Yeah.
Even quitten.
Kvittenser.
You see still the handwriting. Now here we have more baby beds. And the chairs, which you can lock. So everybody had his chair, and there were the secrets. They put it into the chair and then came up. Love letters maybe or something.
Yeah.
Here's the summy stuff. Made out of reindeer. Used to work with them. A leather belt.
Shoes.
Yes. That's very interesting. That I still didn't get exactly what that is for.
To protect not Baptist children.
Yeah. So you had to take the children through that hole?
You could also put the child through natural trees, like grown trees together, to protect the child from sickness or from the devil. And it was called att dra barn, to pull children through that one. Yeah.
Yes, maybe. So
Yeah.
did I understand it right? They pulled the baby through that, so it was like a protection for them from devil and sickness.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. It's gonna probably be a little bit in the forecast. So.
Swedish expression again.
Smaklig måltid.
Smaklig måltid. Well, it's not that hard to pronounce, but to remember.
To remember it's pretty hard, yes.
Yeah.
Even for me sometimes. So this is the last day of this trip, of the Arctic Circle trip. Might do some more adventure, we will see. But for this trip, yes, this is the last day. Idea now is to go to Husky farm and meet some amazing dogs over there and then continue towards Boden slowly. So let's go and meet the Husky dogs.
Who is this?
Sorry.
That's 𝐿 and this is Blixtra.
Blixtra?
So it's a mother-daughter duo.
Yes.
Ja, hon heter kommer
Aren't
till
you
dig.
adorable? Oh, cute.
Yeah, Blixtra, she looks very not polar right now. She's in completely bikini mode, yes. It's natural, it happens. In the winter she's super fluffy, so she doesn't really look like the same dog. No, you don't. Hey.
She's beautiful.
Hey.
That's the worst part.
Oh, you're so kind. Hi guys.
And that's
Hi
Molly.
bye, Molly. And the little clown. Salvi. Yo.
So this is perfect. They can run freely and just stretch out and play and be together as a pack. And of course not the girls in heat. And the same in the winter. Every day after a training run or after a tour, we let them for a run. Där vi kommer! That's the brake pad to slow them down, and this is the claw brake to completely stop them. So we have like one main brake and one smaller brake. Of course, we have the snow hooks, the anchors too, that we lift before we start. So that's the parking brake. And then this is a very, very good sled. It's very heavy duty. And then I have my training sled that's also the same brand, it's just smaller. This is what I do most of the trainings with. And then we have the race sled, that's a completely different story. It's aluminum carbon and it's custom made for my husband, so it's a little bit too high for me. It has an active steering, as you can see.
Yeah, I see.
We train the dogs since they're puppies, that they can come for a tour in the sled bag and just ride in the sled.
Get used to it.
Yes, to get used to
Yeah.
it. So when they are training heavily, we can choose to force them to have a break of 15-20 minutes and just lay in the sled bag and then go out again and they're completely fresh again. So that's really critical to train them to be comfortable in that. And as you can see, we have ventilation on both sides, so they are good.
Sure.
It's the most
It's
beautiful place on earth. We have 50% more seasons than everyone else has, first of all. We have the 8 seasons.
8 seasons, yeah.
Exactly. The nature is remarkable. The summer with the midnight sun and the polar night, and it's incredible. We have different parts of summer, we have different parts of winter, we have different parts of fall and of spring. So we don't really have just fall. We have Indian summer, for example. That's in August when we still have the warm, but everything turns yellow. We have the vårvinter, the spring winter. Yeah. So we have different like
Spring
seasons.
winter.
Exactly. When it's not really winter, but it's not really spring. So
It's
we
the
can
second
have
part of the winter.
exactly
actually.
second part of the winter. So we can have 15 degrees in the day, and then minus 15 in the nights. So you can get a hell of a tan out with the bikini on when you're ice fishing, but still it stays hard during the sub-0 degrees in the nighttime. But specifically like this part, our region, Tornedalen, with our own flag, our own language, our own cultures, it's very specific and not a lot of people know of us. I think when people think minority in Sweden, they think of the Samis, but we are kind of forgotten. And it's basically our own DNA. We have done the choice to do that to ourselves. We have the ash. Don't brag, don't talk about yourself, don't lift yourself, just be in peace and quiet and don't be too visible, I guess I would say. After World War II, there was still measurements of us. They still took our kids and measured the skulls, took pictures naked because we were a subspecies. We were not too Swedish. Something was wrong with us. And if you were living, let's say that you were living in 𝐬𝐵𝐿, you had to send your kids to another village and send them away when they were 5-6 years old and send them away. They were away until Christmas holiday or summer. And there they got to live in a school. They were called 𝐼𝐴rbetsstugor, like working cottages, I guess. And they had a real Swedish teacher.
So
And if they spoke our language, our own language, they were beaten. They were starved. They were in those schools to train to be Swedish. And I think that's part of our silence.
Dani, könntest du echt mit meinem Handy ein paar Bilder machen?
Ja, ich kann das auch schon.
Okay, time has come. We're gonna say goodbye to this place. Continue the adventure. Hey! Yes, I'm leaving. Card is there. Thank you so much. Yes, it was super nice. I'll be back. Absolutely. And if you come to Boden, let me know. Yes. Yes, I come back. For sure. For sure. Thank you for everything. Bye-bye. Woohoo! Such a beautiful day in 𝐬𝐵𝐿. Sunny and super nice. We have 11 degrees. Ho, ho, ho. And there we have the flag, the Finnish, the Switzerland and Swedish, because Max, the owner of the lodge, he's from Switzerland. So he brings a lot of tourists from Switzerland to come and visit 𝐬𝐵𝐵𝐿𝐴. You know that 𝐬𝐵𝐵𝐿𝐴 was not called 𝐬𝐵𝐵𝐿𝐴 before. It was called like this. Matarengi. This was the old hotel. And then after the war, I believe, they changed the name to 𝐬𝐵𝐵𝐿𝐴. Because this was Finnish before. It belonged to Finland. And a lot of people have hard to identify themselves. Like, are they Finnish actually? Or are they Swedish? Or where are they? What are they? So, yeah, some kind of identity crisis, I would say. Totally understand. A mix of culture, but you don't know where you belong, really.
Oh, did you miss me? Did you miss me? Yes, but you don't live here. But you still love to come around.
He is such a character. You're a character, no? You orange cats, you're funny.
He's going inside now.
You're going inside, okay? Come.
Alright, my lovely people, the season is over, and what a journey it has been. I've been ridden through Sweden, Norway and Finland, camped under starry skies, and I'm looking up to some of the most beautiful, breathtaking views I ever seen. Norway treated me with perfect weather, sunshine, and Finland as well. It's been incredible. It was a little bit rainy, a little bit cold, but I definitely coming back to explore more of Finland. It's very, very nice, especially the Finnish Lapland I found beautiful. This season has been light and enjoyable with a few challenges. The big challenge was in Finland when I drove into a swamp and got stuck there. So when we live and we learn. But I can't wait to share the next adventure with you, and I hope you are as excited as I am. Thank you for being here, for following along, for supporting me, and for sharing this adventure with me. Until then, take care, stay wild, and never stop chasing your own adventure. Take care, and I see you soon.